Got right in front of you. Welcome back to Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. We're decaying with the boys, and we want to secure your team just like Dave Chappelle. Cancer sucks. We can all agree. So we decided to do something about it by joining the live stream for a cure. Starting on May 19th and running through May 21st, tons of podcasters and content creators are coming together for a 3-day streaming event. You can tune into the whole thing with the link provided in this episode's detailing, and some of our friends are going to be involved, like Talking Smack, Unchefed, Cultworthy, Nikolai's Kitchen, Ocho Duro Parlay Hour, and much more. The boys are scheduled to take over the stream on May 20th from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. We hope to see you there so we can drop kick cancer in the dick. Thank you for those who have already donated, and a preemptive thank you for all those who plan to donate in the future. Hope to see you there. So we are back in the Jojitorium, and as you have previously said, Adam, I am a thorn between two roses today.
You sure are.
We classed the joint up extra today as we welcome one of our guests. Well, actually, you guys are kind of both guests today.
I am in a guest seat today.
Yes, you are. As you can, for those watching on YouTube, I have taken over Adam's seat, much to his. Just you fucking hate this.
My command center.
Oh, good.
You're
Lord.
in my command center.
I see why you like this. This is very omnipotent. I feel like
Oh, I stretch my legs out back there.
Yeah,
too.
dude. I could podcast for hours back here.
It's cool.
This is really nice. Yeah. So we have had some great guests, but they all pale in comparison to the dynamic duo, the People's Champ, First Lady of Brews, come together to form Bash Brew. So I get to, interview the both of you, which is great. But due to like nepotism or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you guys can't win the award for best guest.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's no way. If I gave it to you guys,
It might look fixed.
There's a Will Smith
Yeah.
thing that might happen.
It's an independence issue.
Yes, it truly is. But before we get into anything, let's go ahead and drop all your socials again. Usually we have for Bash Brew and some upcoming dates real quick.
Thanks for having us on the show, Matt.
No, you're welcome.
Our Instagram is bash_brew and Facebook @Bash Brewing. And silence your cell phones.
Yeah.
That was me. I'm a professional. And yeah, just real quick on some dates. 6 days from when you're hearing this, May 14th will be Best Brunch Ever, ran by Phil by Hops, out at Hop Farm. So hoping to see you there on Saturday. And then June 4th, Brews and Bruises down at the Ross Draper Race Garden. And then July
16th?
16th? July-ish. Middle of July.
Middle of July.
Is the Brewers in PA Homebrew Invitational. Also at Hop Farm. So, and then go to the Instagram. We have our full calendar on there.
Yep. And as always, it's at @Bash_Brew. That's Facebook, Instagram. If you can't find him, just go ahead and follow us at DWTB. And we always put the dates up on there too. So we are in round one. I have the dynamic duo in front of me. I understand this is one of Laurie's favorite beers. Put all that together. Call it round one beers. What do we got?
So we have a little something from our friends Abjuration Brewing Company, who just got a new sign today. It looks very nice. I saw that on the Instagram.
On the interwebs.
But we have their matcha milkshake ale in front of us today. And it is a milkshake ale, as it says, so a little bit of lactose in there. And it is conditioned on a ridiculous amount of Madagascar vanilla beans. And then it is brewed with a calculated amount of matcha tea powder.
So a shit ton of this and a calculated amount of this.
Shit ton, irresponsible amount of vanilla, and then a very, very calculated amount.
How much would it suck though that like the vanilla is so expensive but the matcha is so affordable?
That it is. Yeah, it's like, oh no.
Suppose you could inverse that.
I mean, I don't know how expensive matcha powder is. I would imagine it's got to be cheaper.
It's not too bad.
It's got to be cheaper than vanilla beans.
100%. Yeah. Paid in sound effects. So if you guys want to know what's going on with Abjuration, all you do is search them out on all social media. It's Abjuration Brewing Co. on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. They have a tap room down in McKees Rocks, and they have an outdoor seating area that I hear is very, very nice, and I will be visiting that place very, very soon because I want to check it out. I also love outdoor drinking. And so we're going to go ahead and get into these beers. They're lovely green. Yeah. Go keep out there with you.
Go for it.
I'm just drinking the whole one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. First Lady of Brews gets the hit cruise control here. So, Adam, go ahead. What's your first thought?
First thing you notice, the first thing you have to notice about this beer is the color. It's green. It's matcha green. The Incredible Hulk juice.
It definitely is. I thought that or Slimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice light body on it. You get that vanilla bean, you get the little bit of the lactose in the milkshake ale, and then that sweetness fades into like a nice matcha earthiness. I really enjoy it.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with all that. I like the balance of the sweetness with the slight bitterness of matcha. I think it plays really well, and I do love the color. There's something about as you're slamming beers at some place, and then you get poured one of these bad boys, it'll stop you in your tracks. I like that.
It looks good in a flight.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Especially an abjuration flight, because it's already like, here's some beer-colored beers. Then here's a red one. Here's a green one. They have some blue ones.
What are you thinking, Laurie?
It's pretty close. I drink a lot of matcha, so it's spot on with my morning drinks at work.
Nice. Perfect. So it's just hitting all the cylinders.
And she's had every version of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we've been drinking these since the beginning.
So would you say is your favorite one from them? Like their favorite beer? Or is it up there? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah? Does anything rival it?
Oh, just in general? Oh, I don't know.
I mean, from them, from Abjuration.
No, I think this is this is your go-to for them, as far as their weird ones.
The only one I really liked too was when they did that experimental batch with the teas. That Earl Grey one was up there with this one.
We have some listeners that really like to hear that.
Yeah.
We have some Earl Grey fans out there.
We do. And now they're super happy that you
that
said
was a really good one.
Yeah. So we have these beers sip on throughout the first round, and since you guys are the guests on today's podcast, I need to dig into the inner workings of Bash Brew. Now, I've been lucky enough to be friends with you guys now for a long time, so I do have some insight, but our listeners do not, and we have listeners from California to the Ukraine and back, so have fun, because they might not understand what you're saying.
I'll try.
So, first and foremost, happy belated anniversary to the both of you. How many years has it been?
Thank you.
3.
3 years married, many more together.
7?
6 or 7, yeah.
How'd you guys celebrate?
Well, good.
Whiskey.
Whiskey. We drank.
That was my choice. So part of our honeymoon is we did the Bourbon Trail. So I want to just go get some good whiskeys at a bar downtown.
Wonderful. Awesome. Yeah. What about you, Adam? I'm sure you're food based. So what was your highlight?
The whiskey place had not only great grilled chicken wings with like hot honey and Cajun blend on the sauce.
Confit. They were
confit cooked.
That's
yeah.
good.
So, which means cooked in its own fat.
Yeah.
We are talking about the Warren, by the way.
Yeah.
It's the Warren downtown.
Shout out to the Warren.
So we had that, some really nice bourbon, and sushi, which was
Wow,
kinda
what a
strange.
mashup.
Yeah. And we had I don't know, my kind of sushi, which is like tempura fried. I think there was tempura fried shrimp and crab on it.
I think so.
Yeah.
But
there was roux in it, which it was called something else. It was like a specific kind of fish egg.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. And I looked it up. I was like, I shouldn't have looked that up.
Well, he already ate
still
some.
good.
If he would have looked it up before he ate it, then he wouldn't have touched it. But he already ate 2 pieces and was too deep to go back.
So what was the turnoff? What?
Just fish eggs.
Just the idea of what it is.
Just the idea.
All right, so we got to go back and talk some beginnings here. So Laurie, Adam is just jonesing to move in with you. Did you know he had that passion to brew beer?
I think that might have moved in first.
The beer quit moving
Yeah,
in
I'm
first?
pretty sure we were brewing up here before you fully moved in.
That's correct, yeah.
So,
I
yeah,
took
I
over
got
the
that
dining room.
before I actually had him living here.
Well, that's perfect. So then you just kind of knew what what was going to come.
Where it was going.
Yeah. So, and you've always been in the beer and entertainment scene. You've had some different jobs here and there where you've really had like your fingertips on the pulse of, the scene as it evolved. Does this attribute to you becoming as heavily involved in the process of brewing now? Do you feel like you've used some of those ideas and skills?
Yeah, I just bartended a lot, but when I worked in Seattle, and we used to go to this place called the Tap House, which had 150 taps, and so I was trying everything there. This was in, 2011-ish or so beer wasn't quite where it is now. But we used to do a lot of, experimenting with bartending, but then I'd always go after there, and that's how Boilermaker was my favorite thing, and then we would keep, doing different like, well, what did we do? This liquor and this thing. And one of my main desserts was a Young's double chocolate stout with a shot of raspberry vodka. So it was like kind of like a raspberry chocolate cake.
Damn. Okay.
Didn't know that years later, like, hey, we can just make beer that tastes like cake by itself. You don't need to mix it. So like it kind of started with the idea, and then it just, hey, you can actually do that.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. So Adam, we talked about that interest in brewing earlier. Did you always have the idea this would become such a significant part of your life?
I don't know. Not right off my first batch or anything. I got it. I think we talked about it on the podcast before, just briefly. I got it as a Christmas gift, like a little starter kit. Made that beer, really liked it, wanted to continue home brewing, but wasn't. No, I didn't expect it to get as out of control as it has now. It was just, I think it was after like making a few beers, trying some other homebrewer stuff, and like just getting feedback. Like it grew and grew, and until what it is now.
Yeah. And now you guys are known as like the beer couple too, like on Instagram and on social media. You guys are always associated with that Bash Brew brand, which is cool. How nice is it to share something like that you guys are seen as a couple together focused on that idea? Is that something you guys like kind of revel in, or is that something you guys are still kind of getting used to?
I like when we go and like a friend we already have introduces us to somebody new, and they don't say that, oh, that's Adam and Laurie. They're like, oh, that's Bash Brew, and they just point at both of us. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. How do you feel about it? I like it.
No, I do.
And I think it's just it's really nice that something I'm so passionate about, my wife's as passionate about. Like not only just brewing beer here, but like the craft beer scene in Pittsburgh, the craft beer scene in whatever city we vacation to.
That's kind of how nice. I always made my friends.
Yeah,
was through bartending and stuff. So food and alcohol, like even when we're off, like okay, we're all gonna go cook and make drinks on our off time. Like that's
I think
that's what we did.
And I think like the majority of our friends we've made in the last 5 years are all
mostly
around
from the
that
beer.
craft beer territory. Like we've made a lot of good friends here in Pittsburgh.
That's a very social thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I like a lot about it too. You know, I get to I see you guys evolve not only in Bash Brew, but like in your own areas, and just seeing the connections you guys have made and the people you hang out with. It's gotta be if you look back at where you were before brewing and where you are now, it's significantly different. And I've only seen like positivity come from it too. I mean, not everything is going to work out great, but for the most part, you guys seem to have found a great group of people to work with, and it seems like you guys continue to prosper in the homebrew scene. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not slowing down.
No.
COVID couldn't completely shut us down or stop us from brewing. We still brewed almost every other week, and just got creative with how to get rid of it. You know, not get rid of it, but have people try it.
Yeah, that's such a homebrewer thing to say, by the way.
Well, it's, like I think a lot of other homebrewers can, share that idea where it's like, oh, I brewed this beer, it was good, but I want to do this beer next, and I need to, I need room.
I need space. I gotta get rid of this.
I need to get stuff out of fermenters into kegs, out of kegs, into people's bellies, and like get to the next one.
Well, you guys saved my sanity during COVID too. You allowed me to come over and brew with you guys. So I mean, I got to be a part of it as much as you guys would let me. So just seeing how you guys operate together was pretty cool. And we talk about the growth and never stopping. So there's tons of accolades and victories and championships here at Bash Brew, and it continues to grow and gain recognition. There's offers for collaborations. There's offers for events and showcases and competitions. So I just want to say congrats on the latest victory, the trash competition. You brought home first place here. So you took the Dark Roots Stout, correct?
Correct. Yeah, Dark Roots Oatmeal Stout. It was in the Dark English Ale? British Ale category? It's on the back.
It's on the back
of the metal behind you. But no, thanks. Yeah. I don't think we have that many first place victories, but you're very generous in doing that introduction.
Hey, man, I've seen... I'll never forget being at home and watching you guys take over the leaderboard at the one event. What was it, down at the Rankin area?
Oh boy,
that was a big pour.
Was it big pour?
Yeah.
That
where there was voting.
Pour.
Yeah. And you guys beat like established breweries that day. So I mean, you you could say you don't have a lot, man, but I think when you when you take out all those,
I guess there are more accolades than I can think. Like when it physically, like medal wise, we're getting there. But I guess we've done pretty well. I forgot about that one. That was a lot of fun.
Ton of fun.
That was
man.
a cheesecake
was
beer too. That was
Forever ago, yeah.
Yeah,
That was one of the first ones we did.
Mm-hmm.
So and that talks about the evolution of the beer too. Like you guys continue to tweak recipes and tweak ideas. So when the Dark Roots, and I've been lucky enough to be a brewer's assistant. I got to taste the beer as it comes out, and this batch tastes better than the last batch, and then the last batch of that. So what did you guys change around for this newest edition that helped you guys to the first place victory?
You want me to take that one?
Yeah,
I think you had to work that day.
I say you did this one without me, so.
So I mean, it was actually really nice that this beer won. We've brewed it. It's probably the beer we've made in some iteration more than anything but the Jojitorium.
Yeah,
I think we brewed this one almost a dozen times now. It originated as an Irish dry stout recipe that we did for a pig roast for years. Since we met, we were brewing that beer. And then from there, I tweaked it for Ricky up at Dark Roots when he wanted a stout. And we actually tweaked it into an oatmeal stout with cherry in it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Then I was like, hey, man, I don't disagree that the cherry's cool, but it's more expensive. It's not really coming through well.
Yeah.
Can I tweak it a little more, take the cherry out, and I think you'll like it. So we tweaked it that way, brewed about 3 more batches. Then this latest one I did over this last year. I've worked more on water chemistry. So this was the first time we brewed it with a full water chemistry calculation. Nice. And I think it's the best version so far. So
I can agree with that.
I think it's own. I mean, there's some things we tried that didn't work, and you just let's take that out.
Right.
But when it was the Irish stout, we did a bunch of different varieties of it too. We put cinnamon toast crunch in it one year. We put Irish cream in it, which was actually really good.
That
I
one
want
was
to do
good.
that again.
Yeah, we might want to keep that one.
And those were her ideas. Like she came up with a bunch of ideas for that Irish stout. So we brewed the heck out of it. The one year for the pig roast, we brewed it twice, just in like one brew day.
Oh, you guys made the Lucky Snout. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't gone. We'll still be making it. We didn't make it this year for St. Patrick's Day because we wanted to try something else. But that recipe still exists too. It's just a slight tweak on the malts and a little bit of a different hop.
So you started to get into it a little bit here about Laurie bringing ideas to you and you putting them into the recipes. How do you guys come together? Because you're very creative and you're very neurotic. So when you put these things together, I think that's how you find the award-winning formula. So how does that work out? How do you guys come to the table together for that?
Well, a lot of them, like, you'll start with an idea, like, of components, and, like, well, if you put those together, it's going to taste similar to this. If we want to go that direction, we can add this to, like, pump that up, and just...
Yeah, I think sometimes it starts with a name.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, oh, this name, but we want to match that name with a dessert or a cocktail or something. Then from that collab, like us talking together about it, it goes to her where I'm like, well, what flavor? Like, she's a baker. Was a bartender. She's very good at making craft cocktails and baked goods and food and everything. So she's like a creative mind on that end in our artwork. So I'll kind of ask, like, hey, what are the main things in that cocktail, in that dessert? And
are they feasible for a beer?
Yeah. And how do we get that in the beer? Do we use that? Do we use something that tastes like that? Is there a hop we can get that from? And then just, I probably talk her to death about what hops I'm thinking about using. And then we just execute from there. And, you try your best guess. And I think for some of our weirder ones, we have like a contingency plan, like, oh, this has strawberry in it, but if there's not enough strawberry, after it's done, we can try to do this to get more in. Like, what other ways can we get flavors in there if they're not prominent enough? And she's an expert at that. She's basically makes simple syrups for a lot of our stuff.
Liquefy everything.
Use. Yeah, she's good at liquefying almost any dessert. So yeah, it's a complete collaborative effort. Except, I don't have much creativity.
Yeah, that's
as far as like branching out. Like if you just are like, hey, I need a cream ale, I'll be like, okay, I can brew your cream ale.
yeah.
No problem.
So then, how does that? So then, when that part gets done, then that has to come to you because you do the artwork. So how does the beer kind of reach your creative brain to come out with some of the coolest logos? Because some people don't even know the names of beers. They just say like the one with the turtle, Michael Myers, Taylor Swift. She looks like she's killing Freddy Krueger. Like they know that. So how does the beer speak to you so you can get to the artwork? The Heffy one's sick. Like the South of
Heffen.
That is so cool. Yeah. So how does that work out for you?
Well, that's, like that one we had the idea and I just, okay, so it's off this band. What other kind of things can we play off of? And got into the logos. We pick parts of the movies, try to make sure that the ingredient is somewhere in there. And most of them lately, I didn't on the first one, try to hide our logo somewhere in the picture.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool. So let's talk real quick, though, about there's like a short line of beers you guys have together, and it's horror movies and Taylor Swift songs. And that's one of my favorite things to talk about. So how did you guys come together with that? Like, what was the thought process to put those things together? Who likes Taylor Swift, first and foremost?
It was So I don't know how that. I think I jokingly came up with a name that was a Taylor Swift reference. I think it was the "Oh My God, Look at That Face" was the first one.
I think so.
Which is our apple fritter ale.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh yeah, that's kind of a fun idea. And then I think we were drinking one night, and you might have dared, like, well, you wouldn't do a whole line of that, and I just started spitting out.
We just started making
lyrics.
up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she put the signs together. It's like kind of pairing. We were trying to pair a Taylor Swift lyric with
a
movie, and then that movie with a dessert from like the setting of the movie or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, we haven't
loosely
come up with,
interpreted sometimes.
Yeah.
But
so, yeah, it's fun. We haven't done a new one in a while, but we have some ideas kicking around.
Cool.
We just need even more beer festivals. So
Yes, hire us.
you just need some more Taylor Swift, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the new album
No, I need
yet?
to listen to the
need
new album.
He's lying to you. He sends me audio
I haven't
snippets.
heard it yet coming through the rooms here.
yeah,
so.
she would know. I don't listen to music quietly.
No, never did. So let's take a moment to talk about how you two are giving back to the craft beer scene, because it's given so much to you, and you guys have then turned your attention back towards the scene. So Adam, you're in Trash as a leader, and now you're a judge. To a degree,
No,
you are.
You
assume that role for at least a competition.
I assumed that role for
Yeah.
one category in one competition because they were short on people.
Yeah.
I am no judge.
Okay. Well, you took on the responsibilities
Yes.
at least. So you're providing insight to new brewers. How does this help you stay creative? Or do you think of different approaches to beers you've already have recipes for after speaking to other people?
It's a little bit of both. First, I'd like to say thanks to Tyler Johnson, who is a national beer judge that I got to judge with.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
he kind of walked me through judging because I was a last-minute replacement for somebody who couldn't make it. And it was like a really enjoyable experience. And then I could bounce questions and stuff off of him, and he would respond, like not leading me, but like just answering the question, letting me run with my opinion on stuff. It was a really cool experience. So I got to do blonde ales and pale ale. Blonde ales and pale ales.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So it was a cool category too, and some good beers. Yeah, I don't like getting to be in these. I'm in a vice president of Trash, and like I'm in the Trube Club too, and I've gone to some Ways meetings. Like I try to bounce between all the.
You're getting yourself
clubs a
around
little bit.
there. Yeah.
But it's just cool to see what new ideas people are coming up with, and people like attach themselves to certain styles that they like to brew the most, and they get really good at it, and have their own techniques. So it's just sharing, like a sharing of techniques is mostly what I get out of it. Like a style is a style,
Right.
if you did something crazy with an adjunct, like, oh, we'll talk about that, and like,
Yeah.
it's cool to just hear everybody's ideas on different adjuncts. But yeah, it's mostly just to collaborate. And now I've been there for a few years, so like I'm seeing new brewers come in and asking me for advice, which
That's gotta be cool, man.
is a bad idea. But
No, man.
I try to help everybody. Or even we've had members since during COVID and after, but now after COVID, come that don't even brew yet and just want to check it out.
Yeah.
And they've come here and brewed with me just to check it out and see if they have an interest in it.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that too.
So speaking of having people come over, you do have a lot of dealings with local businesses. As we talked about the Dark Root stout that you created for Ricky. Shout out to Ricky over there. And you have other collabs that you're going to be getting involved with. Is this something that you like to do and you want to continue to do? Do you think that's a good way to push your talent to some spotlight in a sense?
Yeah, it's not even so much about the spotlight. I think a lot of the collabs we're doing are for a good cause or for a cause for the homebrew club or something like that. This year we're doing beer to support the people of Ukraine.
Make peace, not war.
Make peace, not war, with Hoot Design and First at Brew Box. So we have that coming in July. Actually in June. That'll be ready. Some of that will be ready in June.
Cool.
And we'll basically be taking donations for the beer and giving it to the Red Cross. And I think Laurie found an animal shelter in the Ukraine. That needs some
nice.
help.
Yeah,
So I
there's
think
a shelter. I've been on their Patreon for years.
Cool.
And now they're, posting what they're doing and taking in abandoned pets. And they had a donkey that had some shrapnel in its leg the other
my
day. Like,
goodness.
they have all sorts of crazy stuff going on. So they're staying behind to help the animals.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, and Laurie, so your contributions are starting to pile up here too, which is a good thing. Like you just joined Pink Boots. You're now a member of that. So what's the importance of joining Pink Boots? What does it mean to you?
I was a little intimidated to join at first because I didn't think I was at that level. Like, I'm not professional or anything, but just talking to people, like, they're just so immediately, like, welcoming, and just being with other women. Everyone's so supportive, and yeah, it's just part of the community.
That's awesome. So clearly it's important to you to see women come from, a place where they're not being as recognized for their influence in the brewery scene to coming to the front of the house and being the forefront. Like necromancer is one of the things I can think of the most. How important is it to you to see a female influence in craft beer?
I mean, I probably wouldn't be as involved as I am right now if it wasn't for seeing those other people first. So,
Okay. Yeah. How do you feel that you're going to be able to? So, like you being in Pink Boots and you being at the front of that, not being the front of that, but being in part of it, and then being one of the figureheads here at Bash Brew, do you feel that's going to help other women take that step forward as well?
Hopefully maybe we can get some more in the homebrew groups. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
just, try to reach out to other ones, maybe at the festivals and everything that we're doing.
Yeah. There's always some sneaky brewing going on, and I know some women are scared to step out of the, they're afraid of, how it used to be. I think times are changing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and I think it's a good thing too, and I'm glad to see people take that initiative, and it's always great to see someone that I really respect take that step forward too. It's going to be incredible.
We had one. Well, I mean, we have one new member already this year to Trash, who's a female who we featured her and her husband's beer.
Oh, yeah.
Last week.
5th season.
Yeah, 5th season.
Yeah.
And she's really into it. She was at the Pink Boots event with us,
Yeah.
and just like, man, she can talk shop
Yeah.
better than anybody. Like, she knows her shit. There's a lot of women in Pittsburgh and nationally, but here in Pittsburgh, we have a really great community. And
It kind of reminds me of ice hockey, like how Pittsburgh wasn't an ice hockey town, then Mary Lemieux shows up, and all of a sudden there's like rinks everywhere. I kind of feel like you're gonna be a part of that movement where it's you guys are just gonna help open up the floodgate.
that's shot in the arm.
Yeah, and that's exactly what needs to happen. And we talked too about you being an animal lover. So how are you using beer? I mean, we're doing Make Peace, Not War, and you're giving money to that foundation. Are there other foundations that you subscribe to?
Oh, a ton.
Yeah.
If we can do some more benefits, I'd love to for as many as we can. So
Wonderful.
Yeah, the very first beer festival we did in Pittsburgh benefited Biggie's Bullies.
Oh, nice.
It was
Yeah.
like it was a homebrew fest, but the
there's
proceeds
one at
went-
Oakmont. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a
You were there.
pit bull mom, you must be very happy about that. Oh, yeah, I was at that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. We're hoping some more of those like animal rescues see Beer Fest as a path to
Yeah,
raise
I've
funds.
seen more posting because I follow like 30 or 40 of them. So seen some like posts like, hey, like Beer Fest, they're starting to notice that's a thing, and hopefully we can help them figure out how to plan some more to benefit them too.
Great. Wonderful. So do you feel there's going to be any kind of crossover then, since you're Adam so involved in the homebrew side of it, like all the different groups, and then now you're getting more involved in the like societal like ideologies and everything with Pink Boots. You guys gonna try to bring that together to try to help each other out, like bringing the Pink Boots influence the home brewing and then taking home brewing into Pink Boots?
Yeah, I think that would be killer. I know there were a couple officers from the homebrew clubs at the Pink Boots event, and enjoying it. I mean, we're all friends already.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the homebrew guys, especially the ones that have been in for a long time, have seen these women come up in the beer industry, and we're just all friends.
Yeah.
Same as if a guy was owned the brewery, or if a minority owned the brewery. Like, it's just a community. It's just a bunch of friends that all go out and like to try each other's beers.
That's cool.
And hang. So, yeah, I think there could be crossover, and I'm definitely for that.
Yeah. Be a cool, unique opportunity for sure.
I think some of the homebrewers that won the competitions I know we're brewing at local breweries for the National Homebrew Conference that's coming up. And I think some of those are women-owned and Pink Boots Society
Cool.
driven. I think like Intergroove's doing a collab. I think there might be one at Necromancer. So like, yeah, I think it's already happening. Just
cool.
Just kind of organically.
Wonderful. So let's dive into some successes and failures for a moment, because every inch of growth has at least 1 centimeter of regression, right?
Yep.
So, Laurie, what do you feel is the absolute highlight of your experience with the brewing scene right now?
I don't know if I have just one. Like, yeah, it's mostly just the events. Like, we spend months working up to getting logos and beers and everything together, and then it's just you get there and just want to hang out with everybody and try everything. Like, that's that moment of getting to see everybody and see what we all been working towards.
Cool. Yeah. So in juxtaposition then, do you have anything that's ever happened that you feel is like, damn it, how did this go wrong?
Not too bad. Like, we haven't seriously like broke anything in the house or anything yet.
You haven't.
I'll say, what have we damaged the most by doing this?
Kitchen floor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our kitchen floor died. That was all you.
Say, Adam, what have you hidden so well? So, Adam, same question, man. What do you feel is your highlight so far?
I have to agree. The festivals, which kind of led to us doing more collabs and like community effort stuff, is my favorite part for sure. Even we talked about we did the Bash Cancer over COVID, just because we had time on our hands and wanted to do something good. And she designed the logo for that and most of the beer recipe. And we actually used the Pink Boots hop blend that year in that beer. So that was huge. And yeah, being able to be a home brewer involved in this Make Peace Not War effort and just everything else, we've been doing. Like the collabs are really cool.
Nice.
I'm enjoying it.
Good. So, failure then?
The kitchen floor.
Kitchen floor.
Destroyed the kitchen floor. I destroyed our old stove, but it was old. Like,
The stove's fine.
it was old. Yeah, but I
That stove had it coming.
Oh, I scorched so much stuff on it. I don't know. There's like something like my personal low light.
Yeah, like something that stands out to you, or you're like the ultimate damn it situation.
I had to dump a really good beer. Well, I ruined it, but we had to dump some of the apple fritter last year, and that crushed me.
Yeah.
And it was, I was using a new fermenter for the first time, and just oxygen hit it in the keg when we were transferring it to the keg. I goofed up. I didn't know how to use. I should have watched a couple more YouTube videos, maybe read the manual. But it happens. It was only it was 5 of the 10 gallons got oxidized.
Yeah.
And we couldn't take it to the festival. So, but we had that other keg, and it made us. We had it up until the last half hour. Okay. So we kicked the one keg we had. The backup keg we could have used, but wasn't completely necessary.
Yeah. Okay.
There was the half a keg of Jojitorium that went into the carpet too. I forgot about that.
That was an equipment failure. That was not my fault. That was not my fault. That was a bummer though, because that was the best
That
batch.
one was really
we've ever made
good.
of
Yeah.
that. And it was only that's before we went to a 10-gallon system. Yeah, that's got completely sucked into the carpet. Our dining room smelled like a college dorm room for a while. It smelled just like danky.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So you got to talk a little bit of shit right now, So what gets your gears grinding when you're building up to a competition or a showcase? Laurie, you go first.
Adam's paranoia.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's unpack that for a second. What's the paranoia look like?
It's usually the night before in the morning of everything's going wrong. This is going to be forgotten. Something's not getting in the car right. Just lots of panic attacking, I think.
I cannot stop sweating
That,
the whole morning.
Yeah.
I've even resorted to like packing up the car, then taking like a 10-minute shower and getting dressed and leaving.
Yeah.
Like just to try
Still
to
doesn't
cold
work.
check.
You still bring another
just a
shirt.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
I have to take another shirt. Yeah. Embarrassingly enough.
Calm down.
Oh, you poor thing. So the paranoia is also your worst thing?
Yeah, she does. I mean, she's a great support system going up to it. And yeah, it's just you want your beer to be good. You don't want to be living in your own echo chamber and just thinking it's good. It's like, oh, I hope everybody likes it. I think it's okay. I don't think I.
We're just opposites on that because I'm at the point where like it's already made. It is what it is. Like at this point, like we're just going. Like this is it. There's nothing we can do here.
and to be honest, like once we get there and I pour the first beer for the first person in line,
You're good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
It melts away.
I could definitely see that on you too. It's because you are a bit of a manic express until you pull the handle first time.
When we get like, and since I'm so manic about it, we'll get there early, like as early as we can, set up as quick as we can, and then I'm just waiting for the doors to open, and I'm just like dancing around, like trying the beers over and over again, and like, oh, it's bad.
I definitely have I'd call it the try this, Adams. Try this. Try this.
After the show, I got some stuff you need to try.
Try this.
Do you taste this? I think it suddenly tastes like this. I've never tasted this, but right now that we're about to pour it, this
Right
isn't
now.
it? It's fine.
It's adrenaline. It's my rush. It's why I like it. Though.
So speaking of a good rush, Adam, Laurie, what's the next big thing for Bash Brew? Is there something in the works? Is there something you guys can talk about? Do you have a desire for the next big thing that you hope that it could be? What's that looking like for you
I
guys?
think the next big thing we can talk about, and we've already announced it on the podcast, is Barrel and Flow. I think that's a huge step. We've wanted to do it since it came to the city. Since Fresh Fest started, and then Barrel and Flow. Barrel and Flow started last year. Just to be a part of that, to collab with somebody for it, which we will be doing, and have our own beer there, and just be pouring our jockey box at a festival where national people are coming together to further the beer industry.
Cool.
It's the biggest. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Laurie, what about you?
Yeah, I think that's the next biggest thing. Because like we're entering stuff like that. It's like, I don't know if they're actually going to let us in. Like, are we allowed in here? Like, is this? We're still small. Like,
you guys are bigger
actually around other far more successful people. Yeah. It's a good feeling.
yeah, and it's different. It's the same feeling I got when we did the first big pour.
Yeah.
Like, but only because like it is a bigger deal. But it's just like at that time, it's like, oh my goodness, Dogfish is over there.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, Dogfish's beer is over there. The reps are pouring it, but
Yeah.
I mean, some of the local breweries though,
Yeah.
it was the brewers. Like,
Right.
It's like, oh my gosh, there's the guys from Hitchhiker over there. There's Couch over here. Like, we're just talking to the people from Grist House, and it's really cool. But like, for Barrel and Flow, like Revolution, the brewers are there. Like all these national breweries, the brewer is there, and
That's sick.
it's cool enough just meeting them and saying, "Hey, I've always liked your beer."
Yeah.
On the guest side of the table, but to have the honor to be pouring, I mean, even if this is the only year we get to do it until we grow bigger, because I want the festival to get too big, to for homebrewers to be able to do it, but I'm glad it's the size it is now. And we get our moment to be there. I think's
wonderful,
awesome.
And I could say before we go into the next thing here, how extremely proud I am of both of you. It's not easy to stay the course like this, so every accomplishment you guys achieve is well earned and very well deserved. So thank you for also allowing me to be any kind of part of it. So I appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
So we are going to move into our lightning round. Adam knows this all too well. We are a combat sports focused podcast, Laurie, so
Great.
gotta get a little nervous here. These questions, they have right and wrong answers. They're true and false. The person with the most points here at the end of this lightning round can actually buy an advantage in the second half of the show. So this is very important that you focus on this.
Oh, boy.
Because they are true and false. There is no chance to steal, and there are only 8 questions, 4 apiece. You definitely want to have this advantage in the next round. Okay? I believe it's only fair that ladies get to go first.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure you skewed the questions. Go ahead.
I didn't. You'll see. You'll see off the rip.
Now that we're done being nice to each other, I'm sure
It's gonna get
you're
weird.
putting a fork in me right now.
Laurie, the Dudley Boys have held tag titles in ECW, WCW, WWE, NWA, IWGP, and TNA. Is this true or false?
I lost track of how many letters you even said there. True?
That is correct.
All
They have held
right.
titles in all those promotions.
All right, it's not that skewed. That wasn't that easy.
Adam,
Not for her.
Sasha Banks and Snoop Dogg are related.
True.
That is true. They are cousins. Laurie, Brock Lesnar is the only athlete to ever appear in a video game for the WWE, UFC, and the NFL.
False.
It is true.
No.
He did play for the Minnesota
I
Vikings.
wasn't sure if he
I
made it.
just
wasn't
thought
sure if he
maybe
made
some
it.
other random person was too.
Adam, Tito Ortiz's real name is Derek.
Oh, damn, it should be. But I don't think it. I think that's false.
False. It's Jacob.
Okay.
Jacob
That's
Ortiz.
pretty bad, too.
Laurie,
It looks like a Derek.
Boss Rulton has dominated the Shamrock family with a record of 6-0-0. True or false?
True?
It is false.
Oh,
He
wow.
is 2-3 against Frank and Ken.
No idea.
Okay.
I had no idea on that one either.
Adam,
Couldn't even help you.
speaking of the Shamrocks, Ken and Frank aren't really brothers. True or false?
Like by blood?
True or false? Are they really brothers? They aren't really brothers. True or false?
They aren't really brothers, true or
They
false?
aren't.
Or are they brothers?
Speaking of the Shamrocks, Ken and
he
Frank
gave me the answer.
aren't really brothers. I'm sorry, I had to
Now
keep
which
posing
way
it
is
back
it
and
skewed?
forth.
They are not brothers. They are not really brothers, is my answer.
True. They were adopted by Bob Shamrock, who ran a boys' home in California.
Just say technically they're like, I don't know what that would be, adopted brothers.
Adopted
yeah, but
brothers,
not
yeah.
blood
Yeah.
brothers.
Laurie, Frank Mir was a bouncer for the Spearmint Rhino.
True?
That is true. He did hold down the door for the Spearmint Rhino. Adam, last question. You've already won this round, but I just
Yeah,
want to see if you know
sorry.
this. Mike Goldberg calls bull riding competitions in his spare time.
False.
Correct. He calls airplane races. He actually calls the Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he calls those. His play-by-play is actually fantastic.
He's not calling UFC anymore. So.
Nope. Yeah, he doesn't even call Bellator anymore. So we are going to move into a break for some ads. We do have some cool people that support us, and we support them. So when you support our sponsors, you support us, and when you support us, brings pretty cool stuff. Like I get to talk to my friends over here from Bash Brew, and Adam's wearing Hop Nation t-shirt. Love you guys. All right, we'll see you on the other side. Nice ink, Adam.
Yeah, I got your name on my ass.
I was talking about your forearm, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've been taking care of it.
Yeah, it looks great, man. What are you using?
I'm using Lucky 13's tattoo cleanser and healing ointment. This ointment is incredibly fresh and invigorating. It effectively removes all surface oils and dirt while not dehydrating your new tattoo.
Dude, I actually got some of Lucky 13's tattoo balm. It's all natural, not oily, and applies easily. The balm improved my color and definition, and the vibrance on this ink makes it look like it's brand new.
Oh yeah, man. I found their products after taking their online quiz and it pointed me in the right direction.
Hey, guess what? And right now, if you use our promo code MATA193529, you can save 25% on your entire order from their site.
From the first line of your tattoo to the first year of your tattoo and beyond, Lucky 13 has you covered to keep that ink looking fresh.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nick. I'm the host of Nikolai's Kitchen, and I'm also the host of the annual Live Stream for the Cure. Live Stream for the Cure is a charity event where we raise money with content creators and podcast partners from around the world for the Cancer Research Institute, a wonderful nonprofit researching cancer immunotherapy, training the body's immune system to fight all forms of cancer. This is a mission and a future that I truly believe in. And myself and my team worked tirelessly over the past 5 years to raise over $50,000 for this cause. This year, we're aiming for our biggest single goal to date of $20,000, and we cannot do it without your help. Please join us for the event May 19th through the 21st, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern, for 45 hours of content from people all over the world. Together, we can bring hope for a future immune to cancer. The more eyes we reach, the more dollars we raise. Please help us in making this goal a reality. Together, we can make a difference.
Welcome back. Hopefully you heard something that you like, because when you support our sponsors, then you support us. When you support us, we bring in some pretty cool stuff. So we are in round 2. We're about to get in something very fun. I did a lot of hard work. Got something cool together for us to play. But before we do that, we have another beer. It is round 2. Put it all together. Call it round 2 beers. What we got?
How appropriate for round 2. We have version 2
Okay.
of the collaboration beer between Abjuration Brewing and Crime and Punishment Brewing. And we actually had their first collab on the podcast a few months ago. I don't remember exactly what episode it was. But I do remember I really enjoyed it. So when I saw this got released, I went and picked some up.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for that, Adam.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think that was just a few episodes ago. It wasn't too long ago.
Nah, it was a couple months ago.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was before. I think it was last fall, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, now we're just all pouring. I should read what it is.
Yeah.
So this is a hazy IPA collab between, like I said, Abjuration and Crime and Punishment. It is kettle hopped with Nectaron hops and whirlpooled with Nectaron, Motueka, and Rawaka hops. So we got some New Zealand in the house.
Yeah.
For this one. And then it's 2-row and oats, and it's supposed to be a soft hop, tropical blast notes of misty citrus, orange pith, passion fruit, and pineapple. So dig on in. I already had some of this on draft.
Yeah.
I have not had any of the cans yet, though.
Man, that's a haze bomb.
Look at that. Look at that fluffy head on there.
Dude, that's
nice.
it's like a pancake.
I might just watch it spill onto my laptop and not grab it.
Yeah. Let's ruin our laptop real quick. It's okay. So,
Wouldn't be the first one.
you already know where to find Abjuration. You just got to find Crime and Punishment now. Just search them on all social media. It's Crime and Punishment Brewing on, I believe, Facebook and Instagram.
They're in Philly, so
And,
if you're on the other side of the state.
Grab them up. Yeah, definite juice bomb. Everything about this reads hazy. And all those fruits come out. I mean, this thing is like a dessert in a glass.
I get it. That orange pith description is perfect. That's
100%.
exactly what I taste.
Yeah.
I get some other citrus in there and then just orange pith all the way. I love it. That
How about you,
orangey
Lori?
bitterness.
What do you got, Lori?
Yeah, I like this one. Not usually a huge IPA person, but this one's one I can drink.
Wonderful. Okay. So
It's a hoppy one, too.
It's very hoppy.
It's fruity hoppy.
It
I
is
like
fruity
fruity
hoppy.
hoppy.
It made me burp instantly. Like as soon as I got it, it's very pillowy.
And just to reiterate, did we say where Abjuration was on this episode?
Yeah, down McKee's Rocks. Yeah.
Good check them out.
Yeah, and then I said they had the nice outdoor seating
Oh, that's
area.
right. That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
Which I'll just reiterate that again. McKee's Rocks, outdoor seating area. Awesome spot to go
I believe
to.
you can take your dogs to the outdoor.
To the outdoor
Oh.
section. Yes.
Pupper friendly. Those are always good. Yeah. So this is my favorite segment. It's Adam versus guest. And because I have two of my favorite people here, I want to pit them against each other to see if I can make them play the Newlywed Game.
Yay! You're trying to steer me into a fight on my anniversary week.
Absolutely.
You bastard.
It's an old game. It's a hilarious game. We'll work through some of the best questions I could find and come up with, see who knows their partner better, or see if you guys can agree on some things. So the winner of the lightning round does get to take an advantage here. So Adam, since you won the lightning round, you're going to cash in all your points. So you get a chance to purchase one of the following. A skip, which is pretty self-explanatory. You get to skip a question. No harm, no foul. You get the give me a hint, where your opponent can give you 3 words that give you a direction of the answer. And then number 3, tech support, where you get to use your phone for 15 seconds after I ask the question.
I'm way too slow on my phone to use that one.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with the hint.
Perfect. All right, Laurie, keep that in mind. If he asks to use give me a hint, you get to use any 3 words to give him any kind of direction that you feel you want to towards the answer. So, round 1
Hopefully
is...
there's no questions about whoopee. Remember on the old show, instead of saying sex, they said
Could you
whoopee?
describe your partner's efforts in whoopee
Cushion.
with a waffle?
With your favorite waffle topping?
Strawberry jam. Ew. So round 1, I like to call it the warm-up. So, Laurie, please for a second, close your eyes. Adam, what color are Laurie's eyes?
Green.
Is that accurate? Oh, okay. Adam, what is Laurie's middle name?
Aaron.
Aaron?
No, with an E.
And lastly, who is Laurie's celebrity crush?
Male or female?
Whoever she wants to smash first, bro.
Shakira.
Male?
Timothy Oliphant?
Directed by Dick Wolf.
No, he's not. No. Oh, she likes that guy, too.
Oh, yeah, they're both up there.
Timothy. I would rather
Timothy
say
was
Timothy
my
Oliphant.
first one. Chris Maloney, though.
He's too old. That's gross. Ew. Ew. He could be my grandpa. Ew.
Ooh, grandpa fucker.
Isn't he about the same age as yours?
Ew.
So,
Ew. I don't. Ew. Wait, my crush?
how old is Mr. Stamos now?
My male crush. Yeah, you're right.
Accurate.
Ew. I also like wriggly balls.
Yes, you do. Laurie.
At least mine has hair. Let's fight about it.
Oh, shit. Laurie, what is Adam's favorite color?
Black.
That's easy. What's his go-to commercial beer? Oh, the hams. Hams.
I mean, it is always in the basement.
And lastly,
on the
Adam.
wall.
Adam, close your eyes. What color are Adam's eyes, Laurie?
Hazel.
They're poop brown.
They are
hazel.
not.
They're hazel.
You guys seem to know what you're doing here.
Which means a little bit of them are.
Oh, yeah, there's a
little bit of shit
there's
in
a
your
hint
eyes.
of poop in my eyes.
It's a hint of shit
Now I
in your
have
eyes.
conjunctivitis.
So we're going to move into round 2 here. I'd call it, how does this match up? So I want to see if you guys can agree on something here. So I'm going to ask each of you a question. I'll ask you for an answer, and you tell me if they're right or wrong. Sound about right? Okay.
Sure.
Laurie, what's the last thing you two argued about?
Trying to get Adam to go to bed.
Adam, do you feel that's accurate?
That's correct.
How's that look? So whenever Adam won't go to bed, what's it look like for you guys?
You want me to just act it out?
Yeah, actually, improv this shit.
And then she'll say, Adam, how about you go to bed? No, not even tired. But I shut.
I say you forgot the
pretty
loud
much snoring.
snores
Yeah,
going on,
yeah.
and your head kind of
Pretty
going
much
like
Bob back
this.
and forth.
No, I'm not even
I'm not
tired. yet.
sleeping.
I want another
I'm watching
drink.
this.
I'm watching. Yeah. There's a lot of them watching this. And then we'll rewatch it the next day. I'll be like, oh, I missed this 10 minutes.
You're a fucking.
She's like, yeah, you were asleep.
Oh, there's times you flat been like, oh, we haven't watched. We should watch this. Like we did yesterday.
I've watched episode 4 of the most recent season of the Ozarks 6 times. I keep falling asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not boring either. I just try to watch it at 1 a.m. all the time, and it's not
You're a dad. You know that? You're a dad at heart.
without the kids. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a cat dad.
You're a
and
cat
dog
dad.
These cats are driving me crazy.
Laurie, what's one thing you guys can never agree on?
The cats.
Adam, is that accurate?
I agree that we have cats.
I feel like there's the
I
phrase
think we
too
have,
many.
I think we have too many cats.
There's not too many cats.
I think we have too many. We have 3 many cats.
You have 3 cats.
many
We have
cats.
no. We have
We
3
have 5
cats,
cats.
Too many. We have 5 cats.
You have 5. Laurie, how many cats would you like to have?
More than 5.
More than 5. What's the cutoff number for you?
Yeah, what do you think is too many?
Well, right now it's 5. Because that's where we're stuck at.
There you go. That's the cutoff for her right now, where you feel uncomfortable.
Ugh.
Adam, what's your favorite meal to split with your wife?
Pizza.
Lori?
It's one of the things that's big enough
Yeah?
to split,
Yeah.
so yeah.
We've split sushi, though.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
We kind no.
Most often
No.
pizza.
Yeah, most often pizza. I was going to say chicken wings, but no.
No.
I get... the
I
sausage-
have 2, you have the other 10.
Or, no,
so.
we usually just get... yeah,
That's an accurate statement.
that or I get something extremely spicy and shit.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like with flavor.
Not fucking on fire.
I
Yeah.
don't like my food to cause me pain.
Oh, that's terrible because that's all he does. It's sadomasochism on this side of the table.
Live for it.
So many people at Insurrection have seen you cry.
Yep.
Speaking of crying, if Adam's going to cry on his dream vacation, where would you guys go?
Is that mine again?
Yep.
Yeah, beers in another country. Probably do somewhere in Europe.
Adam?
Yep. Germany Oktoberfest. That's where I
Oh,
wanna go.
nice. Yeah. What do you think is the best part about Oktoberfest other than the beer?
Lederhosen.
Would you wear lederhosen?
I say you're gonna get
When
some.
in well, not when
When in
Rome.
Rome.
When in Munich.
Yeah, when in Munich. Yeah.
I'm on you to that.
That's fine.
Oh, dude.
That's fine. I will.
Can you...
I'll even wear one of their stupid elf hats.
Oh, you're going to piss off Germany.
I mean, what do you call those?
I'm sure it's something traditional that you're saying it disingenuously.
Like a
Go ahead. Take a stab at it.
Luderdorffen? I'll wear one of their Luderdorffen hats.
Are you just taking a stab at that? Just making Dorfin like a...
I just put Luder in front of how I think they would say dolphin and Luder dolphin. 'Cause there's a
Welcome to
fin,
America.
a fin.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah. Welcome to America. where
speak Spanish real quick, Adam.
Hola. Me llamo Adam.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
5 years. Kanamaki failed me.
Thank you, Ken Mac. So the last round here, it's what happened was. So when you're growing as a couple, sometimes perceptions are changed in the ethers of. Oh no!
Just spilled beer all over my left breast.
Is this usually when he has to go to bed?
Listen,
No, I'm trying.
I'm
I'm
just
watching
saying
this.
generally.
I'm watching this.
Oh
want
Jesus!
to know what we do as a couple? Here we go.
Yeah, perfect. I clean him. I bathe him.
It's too good. They had to take it away.
So Adam, what is one word that your partner would use to describe you on your first date? How would she say you acted?
Lucky.
Lucky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was lucky to be on the date with her.
Lori, is that accurate?
I mean, it's accurate. But that's probably not how I describe him.
How would you describe him then?
I'm nervous.
Nervous?
That's accurate.
Little train wreck over there.
I always am.
What'd you wear?
Oh,
in your-
if you think I'm nervous just loading kegs into
Yeah.
a car for a beer festival, yeah, first date nervous. Woo.
what'd you wear on your first date, Adam?
It's a great question.
Fucking pencil skirt.
It's a great question. Well, it was back in the day of affliction shirts.
Oh,
and
God.
I don't think I was wearing them still then, though.
You were bedazzled, weren't
so.
you?
I mean,
No.
a black T-shirt is a solid answer because that is
Yeah, it was-
99% of the time what you were
probably
wearing.
it was probably a black metal band T-shirt.
Yeah, probably.
We were just meeting at a bar.
Yeah.
Not a fancy. Well, yeah, I guess that's kind of our first date.
One time I
Where I
watched
was the
First
most
time we talked
nervous.
again.
Yeah, I just got a black T-shirt. That's a safe bet. We were going out to a nice dinner. It might be a black button-down shirt.
I was say the one time I got to see you wear a button shirt with a collar was your wedding. That was always good.
At work, I have to wear that shit to work.
You sure don't.
Hey, you even
So-
switched to blue for the wedding, for the
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah, that's
that
right.
was a
Black
big
suit.
change.
And he has puffy hair.
And a pink tie.
Yeah.
Very puffy hair.
Very puffy hair. Lori, what is one thing that you feel Adam has changed his mind on completely since you met him?
Dogs.
Yeah.
He didn't like
I didn't like
dogs.
dogs.
He likes dogs
I got
now.
bit by a dog when I was like 12. And I
Don't
didn't like
cry
dogs.
about it.
No, I just didn't like it. I just wasn't going to own a dog.
And then we had the most ornery, angry dog ever, and you loved her.
Yeah, I had to pick her poop up.
And then you were afraid of pit bulls, and we got Tucky,
Yep.
and he's the biggest soft idiot you've ever met.
Yeah, you changed my mind on a bunch of dogs. I got a dog tattooed on me now.
Yeah, you do.
So,
You change,
You
you
like
change
dogs
your whole
now.
mindset.
yep.
Wonderful. Adam, what adjective do you think you would use to describe Laurie on the wedding day, on your wedding day? How would you describe Laurie?
Adjective. One adjective.
One.
I mean, there's like easy one. Like you just say beautiful. But that's like,
Yeah, it's a cop out
yeah,
though. Let's make this fun.
that's lame. Just one word?
Just one
Can't
word.
go with like
No,
3 adjectives.
it's one word. That's what makes it a hard question.
She was
It's beautiful.
perfect. She's perfect.
Perfect. Cop out. Cool.
She was perfect. Well, what I wanted to say, but you only let me use one word. I wanted to say super fucking hot. But
I know. Wait. She's a beautiful angel.
Just want to give a quick thank you to King's Rising. For
you made her look perfect and super fucking hot.
Laurie, what's one adjective you would use to describe Adam?
I know the adjective I'd use to describe me.
Shit.
That's not an adjective.
It can be. Yeah, you can use it however you want to. Like, okay, Laurie, I want to hear your answer, but Laurie, go ahead.
excited.
Excited?
It's the most excited I've ever seen you.
Yeah, it's exciting.
What adjective would you use for yourself?
Moist.
I still see that quite often. So that's not out of the ordinary.
Oh, Jesus. I was so sweaty.
Adam, do you remember the first gift that Laurie ever got you? What was it?
No.
No? The first thing she ever got you ever.
A beer.
A beer?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
probably like got me a beer out of
Yeah.
the fridge.
Sure.
No. In all
Jeez.
seriousness, I don't. I think maybe concert tickets.
Yeah?
I think, yeah.
Like that's the first real gift she got. Concert
I think
tickets?
so.
She shot for the fucking moon.
I think so, but I can't even remember.
What was it?
who.
5 Finger Death Punch?
Yeah. Yeah. Volbeat opening for 5 Finger Death.
Zoltan opened the sky.
No, I can't remember who it was, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's what
Concert
it was.
tickets? Is that accurate, Laurie?
What was the first concert we went to?
The first one I bought you tickets to was the Ant-Word, but I don't know what you bought.
Yeah,
That's a cool show.
Yeah.
that was fun.
Laurie, what's the first thing Adam got you?
He sent me flowers, and I still have them. They're dried
so
in the
sweet.
kitchen in a vase.
From DC to her
Yes.
job.
Oh,
They
nice.
were delivered
I
at
think
work.
so, right?
Yeah, you sent them to work.
Oh, wonderful.
I only delivered her flowers to the house once, and that's when I was a real big dickhead. That's when I'm just in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm being romantic when I send them to work.
How big does the bouquet get as you get bigger of an asshole?
You just hit that max. You don't even, like, 1-800-Flowers, the super duper blooper, I made a mistake. Size, boom.
Oh,
one
yeah.
of those.
I saw that one too. That size. It's like, do you want roses? And you just check the word duh.
I've never been in so much trouble that I had to buy that $50 bear that they just shove on the outside of me. So that's a ripoff.
That's a huge ripoff. That thing comes apart as it's in transport.
Oh, if a little bit of rose water drops on it, it just starts disintegrating.
See you later.
It's made out of sugar cubes.
Laurie, what's the first real fight you guys had? What was it over? What was the subject of that fight?
I know this one.
Adam's paranoia.
False. False.
What was
Right.
it?
She drank my last hams.
No.
Yeah.
I don't believe that for a heartbeat.
We're breaking up.
You weren't even drinking hams yet.
It was definitely, paranoid. My insecurity. Paranoid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just over the relationship. Yeah.
Okay. What was the most recent fight then, Adam, you guys had?
Oh, probably what she said earlier. Me not going to bed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Look-
I can't disagree with that.
Look at the growth.
When he's drunk, you underestimate how long that takes.
Yeah,
That can sometimes take like
That's all we fight about now. Is me not going to
hours.
bed, and then I just get to bed. And then I'll be like, and then I'll wake up the next morning like, I kind of fought you on that, didn't I? She's like, yeah, you
sure
asshole.
fucking did.
for about an hour and a half.
Oh shit.
You're like a
Oh, you wanna
toddler
go.
sometimes too. I'll get you in bed and then like I'll go to the bathroom or something. I'll hear you going back downstairs. Like I have to go get him again. Be running back down to the basement to the taps. Like no.
I have done that before. Guilty. I was like, oh, well, I want to go hang out with my friends. They all went home hours
Your friends
ago.
aren't here anymore.
Oh come on, please, one more
I
time.
swear I heard something.
You're like a fucking Christmas story.
Somebody put Piano Man on down there. I hear it.
I've even had your friends help me put you to bed and you still come running out.
Oh, yeah. I did a spin move to this one guy once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he almost fell down the stairs. Then I felt bad and went to bed.
He made it sound.
I did a spin move on the stairs. I didn't fall. I had like a case of beer in my
Yeah, you try that. I forgot something downstairs. Like you don't need a glass of water. We're not reading another story. You're done.
No more mama lava loves drama. Go to bed.
Yeah. And I'll order the flowers tomorrow.
So we are going to move into couples advice from the internet. These are some fun questions that I found that have been asked to couples all over the internet. So, Laurie, Adam, do pizza toppings go on top of the cheese or under?
In my opinion, I think classically always they've gone on top. But I'm okay if they go under.
Laurie?
I'm good with both, but are we going classically or your preference? Because I kind of like them under.
It just says,
I enjoy when they're
where do you think they go? So under is your preference.
actually best is in the middle. You get a little cheese, then the toppings, then re-cheese it.
That's pretty
They're
good.
like layered in there.
Yeah,
Lasagna style.
that's the
Yeah.
way I would do it. Yeah. Just
Yeah, I
kinda
don't mind them
combine.
under the cheese either.
No.
Pretty good.
They don't fall off when you're
Yeah.
trying to eat it while you're driving home with it.
Yeah. Trying to wear it, swerving through traffic. What horror movie star do you idolize the most?
Do you got one? I got one. If you want me to go
Well,
first.
cheers.
Linda Blair.
Linda Blair.
Yeah.
Exorcist.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I just think she was iconic. She did some really bad movies after that.
Yep.
But like her after acting
Yeah.
efforts, her charitable efforts.
Yes.
I know she helps a lot with the animal rescues, and I think like child abuse charities and stuff like that too. So, just a good person and an icon. So,
Laurie.
Think of characters. I don't know who they are as people, though.
well, yeah, if you say who they played. Me
Well,
and
some
Matt
of
might
them
be able to figure it
change. I mean, I like Laurie from Halloween. That's been a few different actors, though. So
out. No, Laurie's
mostly
been
Jamie Lee
pretty much
Curtis,
Jamie Lee
but
yeah.
a few others.
You like yogurt.
Activia.
I love yogurt. Yeah, so Jamie Lee Curtis, that's a good one.
It'll probably be that one.
She's stood the test of time. She's
She
still
has.
doing it.
Yeah. So, guys, does distance truly make the heart grow fonder?
Well, yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
We were a long distance couple. I think it.
I
worked
miss
out.
that sometimes.
Yeah, the distance. Oh shit.
She was. I get it. I get.
Yeah.
It. I get why she says that.
Yeah, you're a
She
bit
get-
much.
Oh well, no, because she used to be able to just like go out to beers with me and pizza and bad food on a Saturday, and then not deal with my fort Sunday morning. She'd just put me in the car, and I'd have to
That
ride
was
home
nice.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Now she just has to
That was nice.
live in the debris.
Oh shit.
And since this COVID thing, all day, every day, you're never out of the house.
No, I'd like to be out of
leave.
the house more too.
So, according to you guys, what do you feel is the best self-care? So, mental health is important. We are in Mental Health Awareness Month. What do you feel is the best self-care?
Alcohol.
Okay, what's the healthiest best self-care?
I think if you need it, and I did at points, just get a therapist. There's no shame in that. I mean, it might even be a deeper issue. It might be something that medication would help you with. And That's a good way to find out instead of just either living with it or worrying about it or hurting people around you. Just go talk to somebody and then see where that leads.
Yeah. Laurie?
Mine is going off that distance thing is having time to yourself, like not being afraid to say, okay, no matter what this is, I'm not going tonight. I'm not just going out because someone else wants me to. I'm going to do just my own thing for a bit.
Cool. Yeah. I can agree with that. I like alone time a ton, and I totally agree with therapy. I have a therapist now. I love her. She's awesome. She listens to my bullshit.
See, I just always have built-in alone time. Like, my work days are alone time. Like, just me and my laptop.
I wish.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
She works with the public, so yeah, she.
Yeah.
Like never-ending slings
So,
of
but
bullshit.
there's just some days like where it's like, oh, there's this beer thing going on, and she'll just be like, you can go. I'm just gonna hang in.
I need to not be around people.
Understandable. So, Adam, we must find out as we go on to the festival season what's on tap and where can you find us.
Well, instead of a what's on tap this week, because it's repetitive from last week, I'd like to say what you can find at Best Brunch Ever from us.
Okay.
If I could.
Yeah, sure.
Those beers are not decided and finished. So we'll be bringing a Jelly Donut IPA. It's a New England IPA that we brewed with Big Daddy Donuts in the mash. Matt helped me brew that one. So Jelly Donuts actually physically in the mash. Then we conditioned it on some vanilla beans and on strawberries. And there's some lactose in it. Cool. So nice, sweet, hoppy treat. And then our second beer we're bringing is the Kickin' Kitty Mocha Porter. And that is a high ABV porter that we conditioned. We brewed it with Cocoa Puffs in the mash. And then conditioned it on Black Forge coffee beans.
Nice.
So
Wonderful.
You'll find those two offerings at our table with us three serving.
Yeah.
So come say hi.
For sure. Anything that's going on with Adam and Laurie down here in the Brew Lab, it's at @Bush_Brew on all social media. It's Facebook, Instagram, sometimes on Twitter, and he's also on Untapped. What's going on with the boys down here in the Jojitorium? We were at DWTB on all social media. It's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget to send us all your questions, comments, and whatever to decayandwtb@gmail.com. Go to our Redbubble and buy all of our shit, where dad hats are always $19.52. We are on live stream for a cure. We're going to kick cancer in the dick. Don't forget about Make Peace, Not War. That beer will be coming out in June, so keep your eyes peeled, our socials up for that one. So, from where we are here down the Jojitorium, in a nest full of love, wherever you guys are listening to this, happy Mother's Day. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers. Press it. Oh, I'll do the one-man show. Hey, everybody, it's Adam with Decaying with the Boys. How you all doing? Do you like pickles? I like pickles. Do you like nickels? I don't really. What's your favorite beer? I like Pilsners. I like IPAs, too. They're all fun. In second grade, I got bit by a dog, but I still have one.